Hey everyone, welcome back. So, summer is almost over. It's bittersweet. I know on one side, I'm really happy that I won't be sweating every day, that I won't have to carry a little handkerchief on my back to dry my upper lip. I'll be able to finally put on a sweater. But on the other side, summer is fun. We get to travel, we get to do a little bit of shopping. So, to kind of close the season and celebrate it in a way, I thought that I could share with you a few of the things that have been my favorites for the month, some things that I bought, even some things that I have purchased, kind of thinking about fall winter that is coming along. And then I get to use this as an excuse to just buy a bunch of things and pretend that it's just content for my YouTube channel, when in fact I do have a problem. If you guys watched my Paris vlog, you will know that of course I went to Paris and I had some things in my mind that I wanted to do. Given that it was a very short trip, I had a little list of things that I wanted to buy and stores that I wanted to see. First store that I wanted to hit up was Ease. Ease is a French brand, and I don't know about you guys, but to me, I have this image in my head that French people really know how to do lingerie. Ease does underwear in a very fair price. I feel like lingerie can be two things: either extremely expensive, agent provocateur, La Perla territory, or it can be very cheap looking, low quality, like what we see in fast fashion. I think that Ise is very smart because they hit the very middle point of that. So you will find a bra for 60 euros, but you can also find one for 40, and they are beautifully made, beautiful quality. The cuts are amazing. It's the kind of lingerie that it's delicate. I think it is sexy, but in a very tasteful way. I did get a few pieces that I will show through images here because I will not be modeling them because I am too conservative for that. But one thing that I really wanted to get from them was a swimsuit, more specifically a swim set that was made from hot pants and a top. So this is the one that I got. It is in black, which might sound boring, but I do think that a black swimsuit in summer is extremely elegant, especially if you add color to it, maybe a beautiful scarf, or if you add some tinted lens glasses. I think it looks really cute. It is hot pants, but it's not too thick. I think it's still youthful in its cut, which I love. The material is great because it has this texture, so again, not too flimsy, not tight to the body. You know those materials that once they get wet, they basically turn into a film? This does not do that, which is amazing. The back of it is a little bit more covered, so you are not exposing too much bum. I also really wanted a more covered up suit because when I'm at the beach and maybe I'm sitting down, eating some snacks, eating some fried squid with a beautiful mojito, you start bloating up. And I do have some bikinis that are a little bit more revealing, and I feel kind of self-conscious wearing those when I am not completely starving myself. So these are a great option. The top part is structured almost like a bustier, so it has that sort of vibe of old Hollywood, something that maybe Sophia Loren would wear, which I really like. It has a little bit of structure, it has some wiring in the bust. It also has detachable straps, so if you want to get a suntan on your shoulders, you can make this kind of a bandeau. Inside you will see what I'm talking about in terms of quality. It has the silicone bands to just keep it in place. The closure is really well made, so it's the kind of bikini that I really needed in my wardrobe, just to chill around the beach, to be around the pool, to not have to worry about your rolls being too visible. Is a great option. And they gave me a little hair scrunchie as a gift with purchase, which I thought was really nice. We do not have Anthropologie in Milan. If I'm not mistaken, I do think that they deliver here, but we don't have the actual physical store to get to see the products live. And I particularly love their homeware line. I think Anthropologie's decor and home items are so beautiful. They have that kind of humorous, quirky vibe while still maintaining a beautiful aesthetic, which I love. Our home is very neutral in its base, so all of our plates are white, our silverware is silver. So I really like to get a few pieces that sort of glam it up a little bit, give it a little bit of pizzazz. And I got myself this little butter dish, which is so cute. I think this is such a charming little piece. This is their bistro line. A lot of influencers have their mugs and their plates, and I wanted something different. And I saw this, it's really tiny. I don't know if you can get the picture. I saw this tiny little butter dish and I thought it was so charming. It says hello inside, and I love how it has the metallic touches. I love the sort of tiling effect of the print. It is also great because we have, as I always say, a very small apartment, so small pieces like this always help. And I just needed one more excuse to eat more butter, as if that is necessary. And the last item that was on my list was to get myself a Longchamp bag. I do have a bunch of Longchamps that I wear to death. I know some people think they're basic, they're not really luxury bags. I don't think they're luxury bags, but I do think that one, they look very pretty, and two, they are extremely practical. I was looking for a le pliage, so that classic fabric bag in a smaller dimension in a chocolate brown. I went to 3 different Longchamp stores and could not find it. So I thought instead of killing myself trying to find it everywhere, I would just look into the secondhand market. And I found this little guy, which I know doesn't seem very exciting. However, let me explain my thought process. I have this exact bag in a navy blue, which for the summer and for the spring makes sense because I wear more colorful things, a lot of blues in my closet, and having that bag just to throw around, put things inside, not have to think about it is great. But once we start transitioning into fall, my wardrobe starts getting more earthy toned, a lot more neutral, and the navy blue just does not match it. So something in a deep chocolate brown makes a lot of sense. I love this size of pliage because it's not too big. I have a bigger one that I use to travel with, so as a little personal item that fits a lot. However, for day to day, that is too big for my tiny frame. So something like this looks a little bit more dainty, more like a handbag and not as, you know, a huge tote. I love that the brown is really beautiful and deep with the leather accents, which are great. It is not in perfect condition at all. You will see if I show you in detail that it has some bubbling. It's really not that used, but it doesn't look brand new. However, buying a Longchamp is not like buying a Dior bag or buying an Hermes bag. It's a very practical item, so I think this bag on retail would be almost 100 euros and I paid 32 pre-loved. And I'm just going to throw this around. I'm just going to, you know, treat it like basically a supermarket bag. To me, it made sense and I am really happy with it. I love that my camera fits in here, maybe even my iPad, my cell phone, an extra pair of shoes even. It's not a bag that I'm going to resell, it's not a bag that I'm going to baby, so I think it's more than fair to buy it secondhand as long as it looks kind of good, right? And I have been wearing this a lot already, so I know it was a good purchase. And then we went to Portugal. If you guys don't know, my parents live in Portugal, so we go there a lot. I love going to Portugal not only to see my family, but because there's always so much to do, so much to see. We went to Valença up north. We had a lovely time. We stayed in Lisbon, went to a bunch of restaurants, ate a lot of delicious fish. It was amazing. And I did a little shopping as well, of course. And a little tip, if you guys don't know this, if you're ever in the Portugal or Spain region, or if you're going to do a little Euro tour and you're going through those places, leave your purchases for Zara, Massimo Dutti, Mango, Parfum to the Iberic Peninsula because things there are a little bit cheaper. Given that these brands are Spanish and Portuguese, they will have a little less of a markup and will be a little bit cheaper. So if you're thinking of doing a huge shopping haul at Mango or Zara, leave it to Spain or to Portugal and you will pay less. So I got this little bag from Mango, which I think is very, very cute, very autumnal as well. I love that it is a little bit more practical. So you get the crossbody strap, which allows you to have your hands free. This is perfect for when I'm filming, vlogging outside. It fits my camera. I don't have to carry a bag in my hand. The print, the crocodile embossing is very up my league. It is spacious enough to fit everything, but it's small enough to look good on my frame. It has a front pocket if you want to stick something in there. Was very inexpensive, looks very fallish, and goes with everything that I own. Then at Massimo Dutti, which is also part of Zara's holding company, Inditex, I found this skirt, which is a 70% wool fabric in a sort of pencil skirt shape, and it is a knit. I was looking for this for so long and I found this on sale for less than 30 euros. I had to get it. I love that it is elasticated, so very comfortable. The wool will keep me warm during winter, so pairing this with maybe some knee-high boots, a trench coat, a scarf, the little camera bag, I can't wait to wear this. I think I'm gonna wear this to death, and I do believe it to be a fall winter wardrobe essential. So if you find something similar, snatch it up. Then, as we were about to board our plane, I spotted a parfum store at the airport. I had to get in, and I got myself this beautiful piece, which is kind of a poncho, kind of a throw-on little jacket situation in a knit. I think this is so beautiful because it's the type of piece that if you're wearing something very basic underneath, like jeans and a turtleneck, you add this on and you immediately look more fabulous, because of the fact that it is more voluminous. The knit itself is a black and white, so very easy to style with a bunch of different shades. The detailing on this to me is also very cute. It has a little bit of this black piping that goes all around the piece, on the pockets, sleeves. You also get this buckle detail on the neck that I think is so pretty, kind of equestrian vibes. It's that third piece that adds a more luxurious feel, that has a little more interest than just throwing on a poncho, which I am all for. You guys know how much I love ponchos, but this is a great alternative too. I love that the sleeves are also kind of wider, so it falls on your body like a throw instead of like a jacket. Very comfy, very movable. I feel like I'm gonna wear this a lot. And in Portugal, you will also find El Corte Inglés. El Corte Inglés, I think, is a Spanish department store, but they also have a bunch of stores in Portugal. And I really love their homeware section. They have a bunch of beautiful brands, very famous, luxurious ones like Le Creuset. You will have Sambonet, even Vista Alegre, which is a Portuguese brand, extremely beautiful, famous for their dinnerware. They actually provide a lot of presidential palaces with their dinnerware, so if you're looking for high luxury, I highly recommend you checking them out. However, if you don't have the budget of a chief of state, you can go the route of El Corte Inglés's own brand, which is where I got these little bread plates from. As I said, with the anthropology piece, I really like adding these more fun pieces to my table because my main items are very basic. So getting something like this bread plate that has the little horse, very equestrian, kind of Hermes vibes, if you ask me, with the detailing in metallic. I love the colors as well. Very classic yet fun, quirky. Love it. So if you're looking into adding some fun pieces to your collection but not spending too much, these were, I think, $4.50 each, which I think is very fair. Go have a ball at El Corte Inglés's homeware section. But if you want something of a more high-end, unique experience regarding homeware, I highly recommend you getting yourself to Paris in Lisboa. Paris in Lisboa, translating to English, would be Paris in Lisbon, is an iconic, traditional, historic Homeware store in the Chiado region, which is very accessible, so you will have no trouble finding it. It has been there since 1888, which to me is crazy because we are so used to things just vanishing from the world so fast, but they have been there in the same place with the same store. And it's worth it just to see the store. Of course, if you can just invest a little bit more money, and not that much money, you do get a few very accessible pieces. But if you don't want to buy anything, just going to the store is already an experience. It kind of transports you to beginning of the 20th century Portugal. The beautiful woodwork, the stairs, the way the products are displayed, the items are so beautiful. They're very carefully selected. It's very artisanal, handmade, unique pieces. If you're trying to find a gift for someone, for yourself, maybe a souvenir from Portugal, I think this is the place to do it. First floor focuses on loungewear, beautiful kimonos, robes, pajamas, some very aesthetically pleasing cleaning tools as well. Then you go up the stairs and you have the kitchen linens section, napkins, towels, beautiful place settings. And then on the last floor you have bedding, which I have bought in the past and it is just divine, so I highly recommend you checking it out. This time my husband got me as a present, because I got him last time we went a linen pair of pajamas, which he wears to death. So he got me these pajamas, which are a little set in a very beautiful light cotton. I sleep very hot, so I'll probably be wearing this all through winter, no problem. But you'll see in the details what I am talking about. The cotton itself is of course 100% natural, but then the beautiful borders with this sort of broderie anglaise, the little shorts. The top is breathtaking. One, because of the shape, so it has this sort of mule neckline with the sort of cap sleeves. You can see the detailing, just beautiful eyelet, lace, everything handmade, everything just of the best materials. And Paris in Lisboa actually was granted in, I believe, 1909 the title of official provider to the Portuguese royal family. So indeed, if you want to feel like a princess while going to bed, get yourself some beautiful pajamas. And then to conclude this video, I wanted to share with you two things that I didn't buy during my trips, but I did buy during the summer and that I have been wearing a lot. First, these beautiful mule sandals. They're from a brand, an Italian brand called Clizia, but it's a very tiny brand, so I'm not sure if they ship globally. But just to give you a gist of the actual style, I talked about how I was very into the look of sort of kitten heel mules. I think it was my shoe collection video. And these came up on my Instagram and they were just perfection. First, the heel height is exactly what I wanted because these are so easy to walk in. So if you're tired of wearing flats and you still want to feel comfortable, I think something like this is the perfect solution. Very chic, again, very Sophia Loren. This goes with everything, elevates any look. So if you put this on with maybe a pair of shorts, put this on with some jeans, you wear this with a midi skirt, with a dress. Love, again, the chocolatey brown in a suede. Just amazing little pair of shoes that might look too basic, but it's actually extremely wearable and flattering as well. I have talked about how much I love the Elemis cleansing balm. That is a huge favorite of mine, especially if you like to massage your face, if you like that sensorial experience. I have talked about how cleansing oils really help with that. But for summertime, the Elemis balm just is a little too heavy for me. Not because it stays on my skin, because you rinse it off anyway, but when you're sweating and you have that very heavy oil on, it, to me, kind of is more uncomfortable than sensorial, which is why I got myself the Clarins oil cleanser. This is amazing. It's the best oil cleanser I have ever used. It takes off every little grain of waterproof mascara that might be very stubborn on your eyelashes. This just removes it all. It is extremely comfortable to put on your skin, so it's not a heavy oil, it's a little lighter. You rinse it away just like the Elemis balm. It turns into a little milky leather and you're just left with a beautifully clean skin. Great for sensitive skin because I do have a little bit of rosacea. It does not act up on my skin. Beautiful product. Never heard anyone talking about this and wish someone had before because it is just amazing. So if you do find the Elemis cleansing balm a little bit heavy for you, maybe try this instead. This is it, everyone. These are all of the things that I got. I thought it was less. Every time I do a video like this, I feel like it's not going to be enough and then it turns into a 1 hour thing. What did you guys get for yourselves in this holiday season? Anything interesting? Anything maybe unique? Any little stores or shops that you found on your destination that you feel like everybody should try? Let us know down in the comments below. Hopefully you found this interesting, helpful, or just plain entertaining. And we'll see each other again next time. Bye!